Alright, we are live with some more Final Fantasy XI. Gonna try to finish up Chains of Promathia. Currently in chapter 6-2. A place to return is the mission name. Alright, let's go. Ooh, fast as fuck, boy! I may have gotten the cutscenes from the last playthrough, but let me check. Cutscene. Mina, what are you doing here? Have you found some means to stop the Worm King Bahamut? The battle will soon begin. An airship carrying a group of adventurers was downed in an attack by the worms. We have completed preparations on the airship and nothing remains to be done. Only, I don't know if this is good news or bad news to you, but the commander of the Junoan Armada, Lady Aishantaro, is nowhere to be found. Lord Nagmolada has also disappeared without so much as an escort. Damn it! This wouldn't be your doing, would it? Of course not. My apologies. You must forgive my wild accusations. No matter how much one despises senseless bloodshed, there are a few who can stand by while their home is burned to the ground. And so, if it means saving Juno from the worms, have no choice but to cooperate with this race of ancients. Captain Wolfgang, the criminals who escaped with Warship 03 have been identified. It appears to be the work of those three Taru. We have a witness who overheard them talking about heading to a place they referred to as the Fated Land. They took a warship. Is it possible they know where our missing officials have disappeared to? And where's this Fated Land they spoke of? Split up and find some answers. Wait, what? Well, the mother warship is missing. With all the tight security, how could anyone have pulled off a feat as grand as stealing an airship? Miseru Coast. Here too weak to be worthwhile. Let's see here. Oops, wrong way. Wait, what? I think I'll be able to. I may have to summon him. Come through the bottom part. No! Went the wrong way. Okay. So there was a tunnel that connected there. Oops. Well, now I know next time. Get the party out. Damn, these things are annoying. Okay. I was expecting something different. Lena, you did well to find this place. I assume you were led here by the memories of the Mother Crystal. Even if the crystal line is cut, as long as people exist, and as long as there is life on Vanadiel, the memories of the Mother Crystal will endure. There's nothing anyone can do to change that. We are all born from the light of the crystal, and we return to the luminescence when we die. People also born from the darkness and return to the darkness. The opposite of light and dark. Both are held within you. You are born from the light that illuminates all, and then slowly devoured by the emptiness that desires only oblivion. This is the cycle begun by the goddess of the dawn. The cycle created for the sake of the twilight god, Promathia. Alina, how can you speak to my soul? Celtius, what have you done to Alina? Now is not the time to answer such questions, is it? After the passing of 10,000 years, it is time for us to discover why our paths have crossed again. Celtius, the pact you left with the terrestrial avatars has been honored by the children of Vanadiel. The coming of the Keeper of the Apocalypse has been prevented. However, Bahamut does not hold the pact to be complete. Is it true that unless the Keeper of the Apocalypse is freed from the cycle of the Mother Crystal, the pact cannot be considered fulfilled? You need not use common speech. The amulet, the testament of affinity, connects my soul to yours. Let us finally walk the same path that has brought us here over the span of 10,000 years, for Vanadiel and for the future. He has eluded me yet again. Was that your plan, Shantara? To use the Testament of Affinity to link your souls? You meant to have your soul taken over just as Prishi did? No. Your plan was to make it appear as if your soul had been possessed. A way to protect yourself, perhaps? An excuse for letting Celtius escape? No freebie attempts at denial. Just what I expect from a Silart. But I have learned the truth from the Mother Crystal. You were born a Kulu, as was I. The Chamber of Eventide created by Dawn Maiden Evenoir to heal the Kulu people, to restore the Whisper to their souls. I should have realized when Bahamut mentioned that name. Am I correct in assuming that the Silart interfered in the investigation of Altair to hide the fact of its completion? Was my Kulu talent in negotiation so very valuable to you? The celestial city of Altair was destroyed along the Chamber of Eventide 10,000 years ago. No matter how much I explain, you will not believe me, but the Silart still hold to this truth. When Altair was enfolded in the energy of the crystal, the power of the terrestrial avatars was absorbed by the city. That event caused an anomaly in space and time, bringing them from the ancient past to the present day, or so the theory goes. As a Kulu, I do not presume to speak for the beliefs of the Zillard, but I have received some fascinating insights from Diabolos. He claims that the celestial capital exists even now, beyond the fifth crystal, and that the Zillard and the Zillard people living in the city are alive and well. It cannot be. This information must be verified. I will travel beyond the distortion in space and time and see this place for myself. And then I will use the Chamber of Eventide to gain immortality, as you have. The Whisper of the Soul will be mine again. Nakmolada, your longing to become one of the Zillard led to your betrayal of the Kulu? But you must not go to the capital. Celtius has warned me. Altair is no longer the homeland that we once knew. It has become a tainted place, a forbidden place. Forbidden? Use this to see into the soul of Celtius. He will explain everything to you. So I can let that traitor take control of my mind? For the moment, I will be satisfied with watching you die. We'll just say that you were killed by Celtius, shall we? Wait, if you spare me, I will give you anything you want. You'll give me anything? You certainly were born of Kulu stock. Show me how far you have fallen. I am not the one who has fallen. And sold to the Jung Tartar lady. Home delivery guaranteed. I truly appreciate your help. A most reliable trio indeed. I doubt Nagmolada will be able to stay in Juneau after this. You have shown commendable judgment in this matter. Twere nothing. However, Celtius has gone. The celestial capital that Celtius showed me, could it be? I think I understand. The battle with the worms is about to begin. A meaningless war will soon be set in motion. There is no other choice but to fight. Great Goddess Altana, bless us with the victory we need. Woo! Internet, please stop acting stupid. And so ends another chapter in the never-ending tale of Vanadiel. However, as long as they are those who are lured by thoughts of paradise, the wheels of destiny will continue to turn. Oh, wrong one. It's Promathia. More questions than answers. It's another cutscene. Before I do that, I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, nothing yet. You adventurers are quick to hear the news. Lady Eshantal has returned to us. Did you know an armada has been authorized to begin an assault on the worms? We are conducting final flight inspections on all vessels. Please keep out of the way and allow the engineers to do their job. Wah! 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 What a racket. Those Taratara were punished for their crimes of stealing a warship and flying out of Juno. They claimed they were just following orders, but Lord Nakmalada is also awaiting disciplinary action to be decided by the Armathron Society. No matter your position, you break the law. Isn't that lady a friend of yours? Oh, you three. Whatever is the matter? Come now. No more tears. Surely things are not that bad. We're done for. Our necks are on the chopping block. We gotta get out of here. Whatever for? Whatever for? There are rumors all over town about the brave Taru who saved an important official. Is there some other terrible failure that you are regretting? No, we've done everything right. We've used the right blend of deceit and betrayal, honey and vinegar. We bribed the townsfolk and avoided the authorities. We groomed ourselves into the perfect candidates to become bureaucrats of the future. They have to run off because I showed up. Prishi, what the hell is wrong with you? If you keep this up, I'm gonna start rethinking my plan to put you in charge of Promathia. Get yourselves together, or I'm gonna kick you into next Waters Day. You have a responsibility to look out for Omia and everyone else in the market. What? Sorry to fly off without an explanation, Omia. And you, Alina, thanks for worrying about me. There's not much time, but I'll tell you what I know. Get yourselves to the audience chamber. Prishi! Hello, Olmia. You've been through quite an ordeal. Cardinal Milarion? What is going on? I'm sorry, Olmia. We don't have time for lengthy explanations. However, there's one thing that I must tell you. My true name is Esha Entaro. 10,000 years ago, I was born in Altair, the city that enfolds the fifth Mother Crystal. Nakmolada and the other members of the Amarthon society that now govern Juno are also of an ancient race of people, a race recently awoken from a centuries-long sleep. But I am different from the others. Through an unusual twist of fate, I was granted immortality. I pledge to use this unending life to bring to fruition the pact made between Celtius and the terrestrial avatars. After the passing of 10,000 years, a child destiny will be born in this fated land, the Keeper of the Apocalypse, the one I have sworn to destroy. I have spent many years preparing for the coming of the Keeper. It has been an incredibly long journey. I have traveled to the far reaches of Vanadiel in search of lost secrets. I have found solace and encouragement in the many encounters I have had along the way. But then, when I came to a certain place, I was warned. Destroying the Keeper of the Apocalypse will merely set the darkness free to reincarnate in another body. To break this cycle, the darkness itself must be obliterated. It must be erased from the place where all life originates and where all life eventually returns, the Mother Crystal. To fully eradicate the darkness, the Keeper of the Apocalypse must be destroyed not in the form of a human, but in form of a god. That is why I conceived a plan to use the Lady of the Immortals to resurrect Promathia. Resurrection and destruction? But that plan eventually failed. At the baptismal ceremony, I At that time, I was having my strings pulled by the emptiness inside me. I lived in the Tamnatian Cathedral since the time of my earliest memories, and believed that the gates of paradise must be opened. But as my bad luck would have it, the emptiness inside me reacted to the baptismal vessel and was sealed within this magicite. My world was tipped upside down. I was suddenly able to read people's thoughts, and just like Cardinal Mildarion, I never aged another day. So that is what happened. You were the keeper of the apocalypse, but things are different now. You're no longer the one, are you? Are you saying that nothing has changed? What has happened to Prishi? Judging by the actions of Bahamut, the keeper is still among us. But over the last 20 years I have watched over the lands of Vanadiel. I have seen no other possible incarnations. Bahamut wishes to see me smashed to bits in the form of the Twilight God. It was Diabolus that let me in on my destiny as the keeper of the apocalypse. It is my fate to be destroyed, along with this magicite, and set adrift from the cycle of the Mother Crystal. No, this is too horrible. Listen to me, Olmia. We come pretty far in this quest. I already heard 4 of the verses needed to resurrect the Twilight God. Once we have the last verse, we can finally stand before Bahamut. Please, Prishi, do you hear what you are saying? How can I let you offer your very existence to Promathia? There must be another way. Calm yourself, Olmia. Prishi will not be coming with us. The last verse of the Memoria de la Stona no longer exists, and there is no weapon left to battle the Twilight God. Pitting the full force of Juno against the worms is our only recourse. There is no other way to save the children of Altana from extinction. But Miss Mildarion, what about me? Lady Chantal, did you know an armada is prepared for battle? I must go, beyond a sea of endless clouds. Cardinal Mildarion, Prishi, Olmia, it is only a matter of time until Juno becomes a war zone. I will prepare an airship for you to return to Tamnatia. Protect that which is most dear to you. Damn it! There's no way in hell it's ending this way. It's time to put it all on the line. Prishi? Alina, Olmia, I know you guys can do it. You're strong enough now to beat the hell out of me when I become Promathia. Listen, there is someone in Sabina who knows the 5th verse. Her memory is a little shoddy, though. Find the 5th verse. I need you to do this. You hear me? I cannot. Prishi, wait. Olmia, I've heard the entire story. Luverance. This must be the guidance of Altana. The girl with a shoddy memory in Selbina is well known to me. And I also happen to possess the means to revive her past. Let us be on our way. Ooh. Ooh, it's getting interesting. Mathilde. Ramona. Can I help? Hello, can I help you? Your name wouldn't be Emmeline by any chance? My name is Olmia. We were in the choir together. Do you remember? I'm sorry, I don't remember much about my childhood. But I'm sure you must be mistaken. My name is Mathilde. I work here at the Weavers Guild. Yes, you're right. I must be mistaken. Please accept my apologies. You so resemble a girl that used to sing in the choir with me. You don't happen to have a younger brother, do you? A younger brother? Well, yes, I did have a younger brother, only we were separated in the war. But I believe he is still out there somewhere. I do hope he is happy. I am sorry to have brought up this painful subject. I'll be on my way. I have one last request for you. There's a certain song that you might know. Will you sing it for us? A song? I am sure you have this song locked somewhere in your heart. Please try to remember. The Tamnatsan Cathedral, Cardinal Mildarion, a song known as the Lay of the Immortals, the 5th verse. So the legend ends. Began. Crystal. Was that some kind of spell? The Mimel Mirror is a device known by any self-respecting rogue. It was finally returned to me. Lumia, you are able to sing that verse we just heard? But You do have a penchant for expecting the worst, dear Lumia. There may not be a need for that melody at all. What would that be? Once Lord Bahamut sees Prishi's magicide, it may be enough to convince him, and we would not want to lose the start of Tamnatsia. What do you mean? There is something I would like to ask Prishi. Ulmia, let us meet with her in Juno. Alina, please go on ahead to Bastok. All right. One to be feared. Alright, I'm gonna get something to drink real quick and we'll continue. BRB. Right, so back to Metalworks and talk to Sid. Well, what do you know? Almost twins. Yep. Let's see. Alina, where have you been? I heard about what happened, but I still can't believe it. Learning Preachy was really the keeper of the apocalypse knocked me off my chair. But finding out that the Junoan official Echantal is actually Cardinal Midlarion, and that she's been alive for the past 10,000 years, that was like having an anvil drop on my head. Alina, I want to hear what happened with you. Calling all the others. So that's what happened. To fulfill the pact that Bahamut and Celtius made over 10,000 years ago, Mildarion has been attempting to revive divine Promathia. And the magicite embedded in Preachy's bosom was only a sealed, crystallized form of her inner emptiness. We sin hunters have committed a grave sin ourselves in not being able to stay calm and focus in the presence of the magicite. Not a single complaint, not a single cry for help. All that time carrying a terrible burden alone. And what about Olmia? She has known Preachy since she was a child. She has watched her silently struggle. These new truths must be painful for her as they are for Preachy. Could not wish such a terrible fate upon even an enemy. What are we to do now? Phoenix has told me that we are not to provoke Bahamut any further. However, the biggest threat to mankind is the Worm King's aerial magic. If we could defeat him, it will better our chance for victory against the Worm armies. And so, we are left with three choices. We can let Destiny run its course and wait for Bahamut and his minions to destroy us. We can use my airship to join the Juno Armada and fight the Worm King. Or we can recite the 5th verse of the Memoria de la Estona and call the Twilight God down onto Preachy. Twilight God, he cursed mankind, made us fight. If we defeat him, the curse will be broken. But do we have the power? Preachy said that Alina had that power, and we have Phoenix on our side. But I'm not sure that is enough. Diabolos, ruler of dreams, warned us that no single child of Vanadil could vanquish the Keeper of the Apocalypse. And still my blade remained silent. We are about to walk down a very dangerous path, but I think it would be wise to wait until Prishi returns before we take any action. Tensen, Miss Sin Hunters, Elena, hurry to Promathia and wait for Prishi. When she arrives, contact me and I will fly to the archipelago in my airship. Promathia? But why would you travel there? Help from Gilgamesh should be arriving at the safe hold shortly. Let's just say the parts they'll be transporting are very sensitive. I'll see you all at the Sea Lion's Den. Alright, so to Promathia we go. Master Sid, we have been waiting for your arrival. I brought Omnia and Luverance with me, but I'm sorry to say Prishi couldn't make it. There's been a bit of a problem. A problem? What do you mean? Omnia, would you be so kind as to fill Tensen in on the details? I have some business with Gilgamesh's little helpers. We couldn't find Prishi. I fear that she is hiding somewhere on one of the Armada's warships. That cannot be possible. Why did Lady Prishi not wait for you to return? She is not planning to attack the Worm King, is she? I think Prishi knows that we will follow her. Prishi can read the hearts of others. She knows what we feel and what we think. She knows what I feel. But why does she continue on if she knows that her decisions will only hurt me? Why does believing hurt so? Even when two hearts are connected, there are times when pain can't be avoided. When the world is overwhelmed with sadness, the only way to escape the pain is to change the world. Perhaps you are right, Jabos. Perhaps the only option left to mankind is to change Vanadil. For the past 10,000 years, Vanadil has grown and evolved to become what it is today, a world bound by the chains of an evil deity. Prishi set out on her own in an attempt to change that world, our world. Hey, are you guys ready? I finished loading my baby up with the secret weapons, and it's time we moved out. There's no time to lose. I'm going to hitch a ride back to Bastok on Gilgamesh's boat and let the president in on what's going on. Even if you are successful in stopping Bahamut, there's no knowing what his worm army might do. The Republic has to be prepared for the worst. Sid, thank you so very much for all that you have done. You know, if I were only a few years younger, I'd be up there with you guys. But my place is back in Bastok. Gilgamesh made sure I didn't forget that. And don't you forget that you're going up there to save your nation. No, to save all of Vanadia. Your lives will be on the line, but I know you'll be alright. As long as you're riding my CID, nothing can go wrong. Master Sid, I asked that you allow me to fly her. She's all yours. Now get out of here, Warriors of the Crystal. Yes, let us be off. Bahamut and Prishi are awaiting your arrival. So we take off. Do you think there's any chance to catch up with Lady Prishi? According to Aldo, the Juno Armada departed the Duki after splitting into two units. The main unit will enter Cape Rivieren directly by air and attempt to draw the worms from the floating islands. At the same time, the remaining unit will attempt to approach Bahamut from the opposite direction. I assume that Prishi will be with the latter. However, that unit cannot begin its operation until the main unit has successfully drawn the attention of the other worms. Engineer Sid said the same thing. This means we still have time. Look what I found hiding below the decks. Get your hands off me, you pointy-eared brute. Let us go or you will be doomed. Yeah, we're your secret weapon. Secret weapon? You wouldn't happen to be the same secret weapon that Sid received from Gilgamesh, would you? We're giving up the fame and glory of being high-class Unoan officers and decide to become high-class pirates. The highest of the high and classiest of the class. Yes, sirree. We will be making contact with the Armada shortly. It may be to our advantage to have someone on board who can communicate with them. What the? I can see them! The Junoan Armada. Warning shots. That's Gabriel Elvin went to the communications room. Shouldn't we be going to the communications room? I say we go to the communications room. We should go as well. Elena, we must try to convince them that we are here to help. Oh, what happened? One to be feared. Lena, the attack seems to have subsided. Something's going on over there. Something is wrong. What if they discover where Prishi was hiding? Luberance is moving the ship into position so we can board their vessel. Let us hurry below decks. Prishi, you can hear me, give me a sign. We come to help. We mean you no harm. We're simply trying to find our companion. You're wasting your breath, samurai man. Yeah, they can't hear you. They're just puppets made by those crazy scientists in Juno. Puppets? Alright, let's Zeta. Prishi, are you okay? You can hear us, respond. And if you can't hear us, respond. Could she be inside that thing? It's dinner? Well, that would explain why she couldn't hear us. Ah, why am I stuck? You goddamn... my god, don't tell me that was going on in the background. God damn it. Stupid computer. Alright, sorry about that. What's going on? If we continue like this, both sides will end up exhausted without having made any progress. Look! I will attempt to pull our ship alongside theirs. Hold on. You dirty rat. Why don't you come down here and fight like a man? The wonderful exhibition about to unfold will buy me more than enough time. My pet is still far from completion. However, when she is finished, she will be the most powerful creation Vanadil has ever seen. Though those created 10,000 years ago, those created 10,000 years ago may still be residing somewhere within the celestial capital of Alteo. Rishi. Huh? Hey guys. What's everybody doing here? No distraction. Well, at least now I can test my pet in extreme battle mode. Ultima weapon. Show our friends what you can do. It's almost skip leg day. I guess I cannot expect too much from a prototype. What do you think you're trying to do, Nagmolada? You were relieved from your position within the Amarthon Society and banished from Yuno. How dare you step over the boundaries of the amnesty you were granted and bring that creation aboard an Armada vessel? Do you think that by performing this service we would take you back? Was this cause of turmoil simply a desperate attempt to interfere with our plan? An attempt born from the hate and despisal. Or perhaps you came to ask Bahamut the way to Alteo. Nagmolada, I understand why you seek the path to the celestial capital. We who have lost the whisper of the soul are forced to live alone, travel within our own wretched solitude. However, that is our path to freedom. We are children born from one. Now children and our children's children step out into the ever-expanding world. This is much like when the Mother Crystal split into 5 pieces long ago. We were simply ready to leave the nest before the Zillard. Then why did you choose to abandon your people and hide away in the chamber of Eventide? Why did you join the Zillard in blocking the path to Altair? That is, by entering the chamber you succeeded in washing away the darkness of your soul. That is why I seek the capital, so I can remove the darkness from my soul, so I can be free. Ha! You want to go to Altair so bad, then why don't you just go to Mobile Polos? Prishy! The boy Celtius has already asked the Moblins to open the gate to the capital. You follow him, he'll lead you right to the 5th crystal. I see. Whether it has been buried or submerged, there is no place the Moblins cannot find. And I was beginning to wonder when I was going to be able to see the boy once again. I have unfinished business with him. I've told you what you want to know. Now get out of here. As much as I like to, it would be improper for me not to return the favor. The favor bestowed upon the Kulu over 10,000 years ago. Return the favor? A surprise attack? I see my song has reached the conqueror of the skies. I am Kulu. My strength comes from the protection of the terrestrial avatars. Without you, I am powerless. The Zillard, those who have sworn revenge against Vanadiel, to you I offer these traitors as a sacrifice. You are nothing but a raving maniac, Nagmolada. You are far from being one of us. Your pitiful soul drowns in darkness. And that is why I must cleanse it. I will find Altair and use the chamber of Eventide. It's all over. It's over easy. What are you talking about? This is where it gets interesting. Bahamut, conqueror of the skies, king of the worms. I am Prishi. I am the keeper of the apocalypse. Your pact with Celtius left me trapped for thousands of years. This magicite is nothing but another form of the emptiness. It was born from the same place I was. We are one and the same. My friends and I have come to call forth and destroy the emptiness and its maker, Promathia. And we will do it right here, right now. We will fulfill the pact. Watch as we show you the children of the Dawn's true power. So this is what you meant, Eshantal. There is no need for you to prove anything, young Elvin, for you are not the keeper. Not the keeper? But Eshantal, children of Altana and Phoenix, I command you on what you're attempting to do for the people of Vandiel, and that is why I will tell you this. The true keeper of the apocalypse lies in the celestial capital of Altair. Within that soul lies an immeasurable amount of darkness. For 10,000 years it has slept, but now it has awoken. In Altair? Who was it that restored the crystalline? Remnants of the Cell Art? The children of Altana? It does not matter, for now the power within the final crystal, the crystal that holds Altair in Valence, has begun to fade. It will not be long before the celestial capital has fallen to Vanadil. When this occurs, the Keeper of the Apocalypse will arise and develop all life. And finally, the Twilight God Promathia will use his almighty power to begin his eternal reign. That is why I have come, to stop the seeds of man from being wiped from Vanadil. If there is nothing for the Keeper to envelop, then Promathia will not have the strength to enter our realm. Nothing to envelop? And so that is why you plan to attack? Damn! And you call yourself a guardian of Vanadil? Why didn't you tell us what you were going to do a long time ago? You would have been honest with us. We could have been in Altair whipping the Keeper's butt last week. She is right, Lord Bahamut. Such intolerant behavior does not benefit the Conqueror of the Skies. Why would you not believe in the power of the Children of the Dawn? Why must I believe in something that does not exist? You cannot defeat the Twilight God. You will not even be allowed to approach him. Celtius proved that to us 10,000 years ago. Destruction is your destiny. You cannot escape what has already been decided. There's still a way. Bahamut, we need not fight Promathia, but we can stop the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Celtius told us this. That is why he has returned. He is here to stop Altair from falling back to this dimension. Impossible! Celtius does not have the power to. I'm sick of all this talk. Doesn't anybody here think we can handle the situation? Lena, you tell him. You know we can kick his bloody butt all the way into the next Water's Day. You bet. You? Damn you, Celtius! I will not let you harm Vanadil and her children like you did once before. Whoa, I have a bad feeling about this. Lena, get out of the way! Alina, everyone, abandon ship! Phoenix. Will you return to the Mother Crystal along with so many other lives? I understand. Your sacrifice has bought us a sliver of time. Let me release you from your journey to the Mother Crystal. Open the path in preparation for her. The light of the crystal. Let's see now. Little fucking jerks. You find a dual card's ring. Yeah. Yeah. Are we alive? Are we breathing? You! It's Alina, the one who angered Bahamut. Run! Flee! Exit stage left. I got a ring. Let's see. A gold ring adorned with lunar feldspar. The words, "do call recall," are engraved on the underside of the band. Anyways, whoops. Why did I do that? Ba ba ba. Okay, where do I go from here? Wait, what? Interesting. Padfoot. What do you drop? Alright, that was useless. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Elena, where the hell have you been? You were knocked out again? You gotta be kidding me. Everyone else is okay. Thought we were all goners for a second there though. But wait, did you figure out what happened? Tensen's sword saved our butts. He released all the power of Phoenix and he shielded us from Bahamut's Mega Flare. You should keep his dragoness quiet for a while. I guess this puts us at a whatchamacallit? A deadlock? You know what, Elena? This living thing is a real drag sometimes, huh? If it means I get to save the world and everything, I'm not that afraid to die, you know? But it looks like that won't be happening. There is a way to save Vanadiel without me kicking the bucket. Nothing simple, but there is a way. There's always been someone in every age who never gave up, always found a way. I mean, even living with Promethea's curse, people have survived. That's why I want you to keep on fighting, keep on living. I kinda like having you around. Enough of this sappy talk. It's time to get moving, Alina. Next up, the celestial capital of Altair. There's another keeper of the apocalypse that needs a taste of knuckle sandwich a la Prichet. Everyone's here in Promathia. Round him up and move him out to the port. Ah, camera, please. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Alina, it is just as Prissy said. You didn't fall from the airship after all. Are you wounded? Tell us where you are hurt. Think carefully. Wounds of the spirit can escape your notice, and they are much more dangerous than physical cuts and bruises. If you are wounded, this Moblin medicine can help. Tensen said he was fine as well, but he needs medicine as much as you. Do you realize what happened back there? It was your actions that enraged the Worm King Bahamut. The rift between dragon and people is deep. There was no reasoning with him. If we could only harness the strength of the sleeping gods, we could approach Bahamut on equal footing. Alina, tell Tenzin to return to town before Zid's airship arrives. I want to leave as soon as possible. I gotta go back the other way. Lady Alina, I'm glad to see you in good health. Your words landed on us in a serious predicament, but at least we have made a safe return. However, if I were in Bahamut's skin, I would be most unwilling to forgive our recent actions. It would be in the best interest of the residents here if we were to leave as soon as possible. Speaking of which, have you seen our good friend Tenzin? Rumors have reached me that he has left the safe vault alone, unable to bear the loss of the power in his blade. I am unclear on the properties of the weapon, but I am sure it is considered a national treasure in the Far East. Tenzin saved our lives with that sacrifice. We have already expressed our gratitude, but I believe you have yet to speak with him since the incident. Without an airship, we cannot leave this island. If Tenzin's nowhere to be found in the town, perhaps he set out for the Misera coast? Okay, 7. Alina, Alina, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. After all the excitement, I lost consciousness. I am afraid I have a little idea of what went on. But my ears still ring from the terrible battle cry, and my soul cringes from that heart-rending whisper. That was the last we will ever hear from the great Phoenix. While the other terrestrial avatars were forever fleeting beyond our reach, the fiery Phoenix was always by our side. Along with Tenten, she gave us her strength and courage. She guided us along our path. Is Tenten alright? He laughed it off as an inevitable occurrence, but I'm terribly worried for him. I'm a bit worried about that samurai guy myself. He's closed himself off to everyone. Who knows what he's really thinking? Those warrior types are good at hiding their true feelings. Hope it's nothing serious. Elena, please see if you can reach through the barrier that Tenten has built against us. You're our best shot, Elena. Looks like Tenten has escaped out of Promathia. I don't like this little chill that's running up my spine.